I'll give it a second. Okay. Hi, everyone. So this is the Smutathon live show. If you found yourself here and you don't know what's going on, I'm Riley. This is my channel, and I'm here with Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey. And we are basically just going to talk about Smutathon, romance books, anything. So if you have questions or things you want to talk about, share them with us in the chat. Do you want to start with, I guess let's start with, are you currently reading something right now?
I'm currently reading 2 books, so I'm really trying to finish them before midnight tonight. I'm reading The Mad Lieutenant by Kay Webster and Nicole Blanchard, and the is an alien smut book.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny is this is my second alien smut book of the weekend, so.
Did I read any alien? I don't think I read any alien stuff.
You read that Ruby Dixon book. What was that one about?
I think it's fantasy. It was like fantasy, but no magic. So it was like, I don't know. It was like they were warring kingdoms type of vibe.
Were you reading it on Scribd or listening to it on Scribd?
Yeah.
Okay, because I recently went back to Ruby Dixon's catalog in Scribd, and they've added a lot more stuff since.
Oh, really?
When I started her Alien Smut series, the Ice Planet Barbarians. And she has like a couple books on there that are like 21 hours long.
What?
I was like, save, because I'm interested, but I don't know the order because they don't really do a good job on Scribd to like telling you like the books of the series sometimes. So I'm like, I gotta investigate this later. So yeah. But I was like really curious because I mean, if it's Ruby Dixon, it's gonna be wild.
I think I saw, so the series that I read the first book of, it was like a novella, but the next book was like 700 pages. I was like, oh, okay. We love alien smut. Yes. Yeah. Alien smut is the most fun.
I can't even remember how far I read up in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I don't know. Maybe I read 7, maybe I didn't. I can't remember.
I think I only read the first 3, and then I was like, okay, they're like all the same. But I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to make my way through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't even. I don't remember any of the names. I don't remember any of the couples, but I still like it when I'm reading it. I just don't remember it in 6 months.
Everyone in the chat, let us know if you're currently reading something. What are you guys reading? I'm literally saving everything that I've seen on people's TBRs and that everyone's been posting. Like every time I'm tagged in something on Instagram, I immediately open Goodreads and I'm just like, add.
See, I'm like screenshot. So I can look it up later.
Ooh, some people we got From Blood and Ash. Did you finish that?
I'm halfway through. That's like a commitment. I didn't realize that book was such a commitment when I started.
8 by Rosie Adams. I read that. I loved it. It was very short, very steamy. Let's see. Just finished Ice Planet Barbarians. Very good decision.
I'm so glad so many people love alien smut.
I know. I feel like when I first read it, I was like embarrassed. And now I'm just like, alien smut. First 3 books. Yeah, those are what I read too, I think. I'm pretty sure I read up to book 3.
Ruby Dixon's is like a good starter. It's a starter pack for the alien smut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you finish Whispers in the Dark?
Okay. Yo, I'm like 50% through. That's also what I was reading right up until we started the live show. That book is twisted. So I feel like I can like say a little bit more of like what it's about because now I know more about what it's about. So it's basically this like girl gets kidnapped and like the first 40% of the book is like her going through all this stuff with her captor, but she kind of forms a relationship with her captor's son, who's her age. And he's also like, I don't know, like manipulated by his father and stuff. So they kind of like have to help each other survive. And then once they get free, she turns into a serial killer herself by being like a vigilante killer of bad people. So like now he's like going out and trying to find her because she kind of disappeared after they got saved. So I'm really curious how the next
depending on how you like that, I might get it because that sounds good.
It's good so far because it reminds me a lot of Born Darkly.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite dark romance that I've ever read. Brianna Hale. I really want to read this. The only one that I've read by Brianna Hale was that Necromancer's Bride book. Did I tell you about that? It was.
That's the one where like the leeches. Did you say?
Yep. There is leeches involved in a place where leeches should never be involved. But I feel like that book was just like insane, and her other books sound a little bit more normal.
Doesn't she also have a circus? You have that on your TBR, didn't you?
It is on my TBR. I might start it tonight because it sounds really good. The Initiation. I guess I'll talk about this book right now because this has been my favorite read of Smutathon. I gave it 5 stars, and I'm going to binge the rest of the series because that was an experience.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what to expect going into it because the synopsis is like kind of vague, like those books are, but like, wow.
Yeah.
But I feel like, okay, I think we talked about this, but it's definitely like the type of book we've been just like saying we wanted for years.
Yeah,
like
right.
all of the things are in it.
It's like a touch of dark because I don't feel like it's a full dark romance, but considering the things that happen towards the end, it's not common, I guess, in contemporary romances.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was kind of shocked. There was like a good, maybe like 20-minute portion of the audiobook where I just had to sit there and like not breathe.
Yeah, I was texting you about that because I like was playing my game on my phone, and then suddenly when like stuff started happening, I was like, okay, I gotta pay attention.
Yeah. I'm very excited to read the sequel.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't really trust him all that much. I'm like, there's just something about him throughout the whole book. I was like, it's the pretty boy syndrome.
Yeah, I've read a lot of books with that pretty boy syndrome. But like father-in-law. I'm just gonna say that.
I mean,
I have feelings.
Yeah. But you listened to the audiobook, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like how she narrated the father-in-law's voice. Because I'm like, I know he's supposed to be way sexier than you're making him sound.
He's on the cover of, I think, the last book.
I only saw like
Silver Daddies.
I only saw like the first 3 on.
I think it's a trilogy, and then he has a book separate.
Huh.
So like the trilogy follows whatever her name was. I forget their names. And then he like has his own book. Yeah, Marist.
Because I'm like, what kind of name is that?
It's by Nikki Sloan, for everyone asking. I'll put it in the chat. Sloan. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite book that I read. And I'm so glad. Katie Robert, she recommended it. I will forever trust her. If you guys like Katie Robert, you need to get on Nikki Sloan.
And yeah, we should have known because we know that she's like a little twisted too. Like she likes romance with a little bit of like spice.
Yeah.
And like that's what The Initiation was.
Yeah. Well, because the other book I read this weekend that she recommended was His Beauty by Jack Harbin, which is the Beauty and the Beast smut book. That was also an experience because he's like just a beast. He never turns into a human, just a beast. And it's interesting.
And there's like sex scenes.
Yep. Absolutely. But it was good. I'm like expanding my horizon.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's no subgenre in the romance now that like I won't read.
Yeah.
When it sounds weird, I'm like, oh, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah. All right, let's see what everyone else is reading. I saw this came out just a couple days ago and I wanted to get it because I really like Lily Adams. But I slacked off on the Christmas romances. I need to just do a whole vlog of Christmas romances. because I have so many that I didn't get to.
I was so impressed. A lot of people like base their whole TBRs around a Christmas themed book, and I was like,
I know.
like
I saw a couple TBRs where all 16 challenges they found a Christmas book, and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize there were this many. Is this that author?
Yeah,
the same author.
Yeah, I'm gonna read Vanquished after I finish Whispers in the Dark because I mean, her writing's really good, so can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to check out this author because I feel like I've been seeing them pop up a lot lately. Tangled Vows. A lot of people I see reading Tangled Vows. I really liked it. I'm very excited that now I have a sapphic, like a steamy sapphic author to read, and she has a lot of backlist. So I'm gonna go back and read a lot of those.
Yeah, aren't like the series that or the first book we read? Isn't it like a companion series?
I think so. I think there's a sequel or something that follows somebody else.
Because she gave us a lot of options for side characters.
Yeah.
But I was like,
But she also has I saw like a ballet romance book that I really want to get into. Let's see. Ooh, Love in the Wild. I think that this is a Tarzan romance. I'm pretty sure.
maybe I'm looking it up.
The guy on the cover, if this is the one that I'm thinking of, the guy on the cover is very attractive.
This castle. Yep. And the front cover, he looks really hot, but it just reminds me of like even the Tarzan movie, the one with Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah. Who's the author? Emma Castle.
Yeah. I just bought it.
For everyone watching, here is what the dude looks like.
You know who he kind of looks like? Cheyenne Jackson. With hair.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of tattoos.
That's his name, right? Cheyenne?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta put that picture away. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I just finished Wrapped Up in You. Is that Talia Hibbert's new book? I'm pretty sure it is. I had that on my TBR, and I definitely want to get to it because it's another Christmas romance. Ooh, Birthday Girl. Yes.
Yeah.
We are big fans of Birthday Girl here. Oh, geez, I lost my spot. The chat keeps jumping. It's like going so fast. Beautiful and Dirty. I read this yesterday. It's by Katrina Jackson. It's like a really short mafia romance that takes place, I think it's in Italy, and like a girl just randomly meets this mafia boss and they have a steamy time together. I liked it. Oh my gosh, Alien Smut. Listen, if y'all walk away with one thing from this live show, Alien Smut is where it's at.
Mm-hmm. There's no rules of Alien Smut.
Truth or Dare. I've seen this cover, and the guy on the cover, very attractive. Also, look, if there's an attractive person on a cover, I don't care what it's about. I'm gonna read it.
I used to not like chesty covers, but now I'm like, I don't care.
And like, let's get some diversity in the chest. Let's do girl chests too. I want to see all the chests.
Yeah.
I did read The Roommate. It was very good. This one is like a poly romance about a girl and her roommate's parents.
Oh, I saw a bunch of people add that to their TBR when you in your TBR video.
It was good. It also takes place over Christmas. So if you're looking for a Christmas romance, she like goes home with her roommate for Christmas and is staying in the room that shares a wall with the parents' bedroom. And like she can hear them every night doing stuff. Let's see. Letitia Newton is Twisted. Those are Lainey's buzzwords.
Yep, those are my buzzwords.
His human nanny. Hold up. That sounds alien-ish, but nanny? Yep. His human nanny. Okay. I'm going to need to look into this.
There's also his human assistant.
Wait, there's his human surrogate. No, not the surrogate.
That's the second book. That's the second book.
Oh, man. I think that is probably the one area of romance. I don't know if that's for me. Surrogate.
Yeah.
You're debating. I can see it.
Like, I'm just like, well, okay, so like, you know, neither of us like accidental pregnancy or pregnancy in general with books, but there's like this weird forgiveness that I give it when it comes to like alien smut, because that's like basically their whole purpose. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, they just want to have kids, which can't relate, but
yeah, that's true though, because like with Ice Planet Barbarian, I feel like I didn't care that his one mission was like, I'm gonna put a baby in you. Normally that makes me cringe and want to die.
But you know, and I also read Sacrifice by Katie Robert over the weekend, and it kind of has like that same line of thinking in that book too. And I know she had the content warning for breeding, which is, I guess that is my one thing I really don't like, but I just don't really care about reading about pregnancy in books. So
I still need to read this one, Gifting Me to His Best Friend.
You should add that one to your Christmas reading vlog.
Okay, I think I will.
Because it's like in a cabin, they're in a cabin, they get snowed in, so they're like, oh, let's just stay a few more days. And there's a hot tub.
Let's see. Born Darkly. Yes, that is such a good book. Have you read the sequel?
See, I read this like when it first came out, and then she released the second one pretty close, or I read it somewhere where like the second book was like just released. And I tried reading it, but it was like during the part where it's like you're too busy and you're reading a lot of stuff, so it kind of just falls to the wayside. I feel like I read like maybe 10% of it, but I have it. Yeah.
I cannot remember if I read the sequel. I think I did, like right after I read the first one, but I'm not sure because I don't remember how it ends. So maybe
the first one was so good, where it's like,
I know, especially like the last like 50 pages, where it literally turned into a Saw movie.
But like the very beginning when they're having like their sessions is, I think, my number one, like the best written like tension in a romantic relationship, even though they weren't really romantic then, but it was just like, I couldn't stop reading because I'm like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?
Yeah. Like, I always feel weird recommending it as a romance because like, it's not really like romantic. Right? It's just a lot of tension. No Room at the Inn and Mangoes and Mistletoe. I read both of those last year, and they were very good sapphic Christmas romances. When you find out what the initiation actually entails. Yep.
I mean, I had my assumptions of what was going to happen, but
okay, and here's the thing too. I feel like I need to be careful with what I say. I feel like it could have gone way too far. Yeah. It was like just the right amount of like, this is a little messed up, but like not too far. Let's see. Oh, the Dex Files. I have a reading vlog of me reading the first 2 books that should be out in like a week, and they were so good. I was very impressed. They're like, it's kind of like supernatural with X-Files, and they're like making a ghost hunting TV show, which is very interesting. I feel like I'm so far behind in the chat right now because everyone's talking about Ruby Dixon still.
Someone asked if Katie Roberts' books are romance or just erotic. She has like such a huge backlist where you could really find something that fits like your level of romance.
Yeah, I feel like the Taboo series is definitely just erotic.
Yeah, because they're doing stuff like on chapter 1.
Yeah. But like, I feel like Wicked Villains is erotic, but there's also like romance.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She's just great. I still like, I feel like I've read 15 books by her and I'm not even anywhere close to reading her whole backlist.
I know.
That's so much.
Like I have found books from like when I read in college that she wrote and I had no idea who she was at the time, but it's like really like quick smutty romances that like a bunch of authors used to do that all kind of have like similar colors.
I found this really old sci-fi romance that she wrote that I had like never seen before, but I saw it I think on eBay and I was like, wait, is this the same person? But it was from like a long time ago. Lesbian dinosaur erotica.
Okay, I have seen a few people put that on their Twitter. I'm like, what is this? So I screenshot it to look it up later.
I'm intrigued.
The cover is ridiculous, but like it like grabs your attention.
Okay. You need to read Thorn Chapel, A Lesson in Thorns. It is so good.
I know. You said that's like we're all like the friends. They get back together again after like having like the shared history, right?
It's like 6 people, and then there's also like a cult, secret society, ritual subplot.
And there's like a priest, right?
Yes, there is a priest.
I know. I didn't put any priest smut in my QBR this time around, and I was sad.
I think Bree, who was in the chat, there was a priest book that she talked about.
Was it the Siren by Tiffany Reese?
No, it's not that one, but that is another one.
I get more people recommending me that book than any other book, I swear.
This is gonna bug me. I know the author. I think it starts with a D. It's like Desolate, maybe? Desolate. I don't know. If she's still here, maybe she can tell us. Desolate, yes. Okay. Autumn Gray. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've been wanting to read that. Okay. I think that Sierra Simone is the only priest books that I've read. I'm pretty sure.
I've read some like one-off ones, but no, it's not too many have like really impressed me besides the Sierra Simone one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, there was that. Oh, what was that Jessica Kane book?
Oh, the Preacher Man or something? Okay, but see, like when it comes to like clergy smut, I have a very specific type. Yeah, it has to be
not like, a preacher.
It has to be Catholic priests because those are the ones that can't have sex. So those are the ones that I like to read about.
Right, because if it's not going to be like forbidden, right. What's the point?
Yeah.
Yes, the roommate was very sexy. Oh, the initiation is free, everybody. If you would like to read it.
On that. But it also makes me want to read more of Nikki Sloan because I have seen a lot of her books floating around, but I just have never read her.
There's one that I added. I think it's called The Doctor, and it's like a boyfriend's dad who is a doctor. And I was like, that sounds perfect.
That's all you need to know.
I'm going to need to, at some point, make a boyfriend's dad romance recommendation. Because I've read so many at this point, and they're all great. Who would have known? Let's see. Jenica Snow. I have not even heard of that author.
That sounds familiar. I'm just gonna look her up here.
Or wait, is this, there's a couple authors like Jessica Kane and Alexa Riley who all kind of put out the same stuff. Is Jenica Snow one of those?
I feel like I've read one of their books, because for all we know, it could be a dude, but...
Okay, that reminds me, what Smutathon was that where I read that book and then I was convinced that it was a guy that wrote it and was pretending to be a woman?
Yes,
I don't remember what it was, but I like deep dived and it was a man. And I was like, you can't fool me.
That was like part of the tarot card series that a bunch of authors like did, right?
Yeah. Wait, I think I've heard of this. I'm pretty sure
I've heard of that too.
That Jessica from Peace Love Books read this maybe. And I remember I looked up the whole plot and I was like,
it was banned on Amazon.
I think that this is that one.
Yeah.
Which, like, if this is the book I'm thinking of that I read the whole plot summary of.
It probably is, because it like made huge waves a couple years ago.
Like, that was a little too much for me.
I don't know, because like when I was reading like the synopsis of it, I'm like, this doesn't seem like any worse than any other dark romance I see on Amazon. So I don't know.
But like,
I get maybe my threshold
I don't want to spoil it for people, but like, wasn't it? You know, I'm not gonna say it.
Private chat.
Let's see. The initiation is on Scribd. Yeah, I've noticed recently that like a lot of indie romances have been popping up on Scribd.
Mm-hmm. I think because of
Audible Escape.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah, I'm sad about that, but I also get it because it like sucks for the authors. But like, I listened to so many.
I know. I read so much romance through that.
And I had tons saved that I was like, one day I'll listen to these, and now I can't.
Yeah. But I did notice that the Wicked Villain series is on Scribd. So that's...
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
It makes me almost want to reread Desperate Measures.
I think I'm going to do a reading vlog of all of those, because I think all the books are out now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so too. But who knows? Because she like releases a book like every other week.
I know. So. I feel like in November she said she was done for the year, and then she's just like, "Wait a minute, this taboo book. Let me get it out in 2 days." Yes, we are both vlogging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should.
Oh yeah, I should get a little vlog clip. Wait, no, I don't want my camera to see my setup. My setup is so extra right now with my lights. I'll do it later. The Beauty and the Professor. I feel like I've seen this.
Oh, so that was the first book that I read of Skywarn a few years ago. I only read the first. Maybe I read the first two because they're like novellas. But it's also a Beauty and the Beast kind of retelling. But he's not a beast. Oh, he just has scars on his face.
Disappointment. Just the scars. Oh. Let's see. I don't know when we said this.
The human nanny book.
Let's see. Gifting Me. It's hot. Yes. I haven't read it, but I'm assuming. Which one's this? Hold up.
I think Katie Robert. I think that popped up when we were
okay. Wow, I'm so far behind. The Siren is the best and hottest priest romance. I think I own this.
Yeah, everybody was recommending that book to me because it's like she's an erotic romance writer, and she learns how things to put in her stories by being like a sub to a priest. I'm
Hold
pretty
up.
sure that's like the baseline of, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's like the baseline of the story.
That sounds very good. I'm trying to think. I've read some books by her, but I don't remember what they were. I think they were novellas. The Doctor by Nikki Sloan is so good. I'm definitely going to read that after I finish the Initiation series. Yeah, I think it's a trilogy, and then there's like a fourth book following a different character. Arranged marriage recs. Not historical. I just read Zenny by Rebecca Weatherspoon, which is arranged marriage with this really giant Scottish man. And there was pegging. Just saying. It was very good.
I can't remember if I've read any recent.
Have you read Cora Riley?
Okay, I see a lot of love for Cora Riley in here, and I'm going to be honest. I read Ruthless People or whatever that's. I did not like that book at all.
Are they mafia?
Yeah, and I thought it was like just not good. I feel like after reading In the Company of Killers, I have like such a high standard for mafia, organized crime romances, and that one just didn't do it for me. I don't know. But I was actually going to bring this up. Like, is there any romance authors that you've like given a second chance? Because I've thought about giving Cora Riley a second chance because like maybe that's just that book just like wasn't for me, but other books of hers would appeal to me more.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just so easy to please. Like, unless a romance is like crazy bad, I'm like, yeah, 3 stars, cool. I'm trying to. I want to give Brianna Hale another chance. I feel like I like her books.
I read more. I'm confusing. JJ McAvoy, maybe she wrote Ruthless People, and I did not like that book. I did read some of Cora Riley's books. I still wasn't impressed because now I'm remembering it. It's a companion series, and I read the first one, and I didn't like how docile the mean girl character was, but I did like the second book kind of because that sister was a little bit more aggressive, and I liked that. But like overall, I wasn't impressed as much.
I feel like I need to get into the whole mafia romances. There's so many, and I have not read that many.
I think you need to read. Did you put this on your TBR? Dirty Kisses?
Yes.
Or Dirty Something. I know it's a Dirty Something series by Kenya Wright. That was the first. I read her first book, and I was halfway through the second book when Audible Escape was still going on, but but I think you would like it because it's like between this like black woman and a Russian mafia boss, and she lives in Harlem, and she like washes money for people, and he finds out about this, and he's like, okay, so I need her to work for me, and she doesn't want to do that, so it's kind of like they have this like uneasy agreement. So
you know what that sounds like? Beth and Rio.
Sure.
Like, is that not that exact plot?
Yes.
I still need to watch. What was the most recent season of that show?
Was it 3?
I think so. I didn't watch it because it was like cut short because of COVID.
Yeah.
The show is Good Girls, by the way.
Yeah, which is highly recommend.
Such a good show. There's a really great like enemies to still enemies romance.
Enemies with benefits.
Yeah. Like they have sex before they ever kiss. It's a great show. Siren has a different vibe. The Siren, isn't that the first book?
Yeah. See, I was on Scribd earlier today because I was like, I need to read another audiobook, and I was trying to find that because I kept thinking of everybody recommending it, and then the original Sinner series is on Scribd, but the Siren isn't. So I was like, okay, this is investigation for another time to see what to download first.
Let's see. Yeah, Zenny is very good. Have you read Rebecca Weatherspoon?
Mm-mm.
Oh, she's so good. All of her books are very hot. Let's see. Okay, I think this was about the pegging. Yep. Best BDSM authors.
You know, when we were reading Tangled Vows, I was like, this reminds me how I haven't read a lot of BDSM lately.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones. I think that was the first one I'd read in a while.
Yeah.
But it was really good. Alexis Hall. Okay. For Real by Alexis Hall. I will check that out. Okay, listen, I'm going to talk about Good Girls more because I love it so much. But like, because I watched the show, like the first season, before I even really knew that there was going to be like that kind of romance in it, or not romance, but like that kind of dynamic. I was shook.
I remember you sent like the clip into the group chat about
of them in the car.
Of them in the car, yeah. And I was like, okay, maybe I should check out the show.
I'm just like, oh my god, his voice. If y'all have not watched this show,
it's the swagger. It's like the swagger he exudes is just so sexy.
Yeah. Okay, so how many books have you read so far for Smutathon?
Let me get my paper out.
Everyone in the chat too, tell us how many have you read? Have you completed your TBRs yet? I know for some of us, we still have some time left today.
Yeah. I read 4 and I'm currently still reading 2 that I hope to finish.
I read 8, but 6 of those I read on the first day. Like I wanted to go hard on the first day because I knew that I would get lazy, which I did.
You read a lot of novellas, right?
Yeah. Like I would say half of what I read was under 100 pages.
I need to like get into like that memo because I keep picking books that are like 10-hour audiobooks or a 350-page book.
Yeah, I feel like I've done that before. Oh my gosh. 31?
What? Where are the receipts?
I'm going to need an itemized list. Second and third, 9, 6, 5. Completed your TBR. Congratulations. I read half of my TBR, which I'm cool with.
Because we gave a book to every one of the prompts.
I know. For everyone's doing it. Oh my gosh. I have seen this book all over TikTok. Every time I open TikTok, which
really?
I'm going to expose myself for being on TikTok all the time. But every time I open TikTok, Den of Vipers, it's all over. Which is weird because I feel like I don't see this on BookTube.
No, I don't even remember how I found it. It might have come up in like an Amazon email and I liked the cover. So I'm like, what's this? Click. I have no intention of reading it this weekend because it was 600 pages, but I wanted to mention it in my TBR to be cool. Be like, hey guys, I got this book on my TBR.
I don't even know what it's about.
Okay, so it's like a reverse harem book where this girl gets like sold to like a bunch of guys. I think they're brothers. Correct me if I'm wrong, or something. I don't think they're brothers. Never mind. I think they're just friends. But I think it's also organized crime.
That reminds me, I still need to read, what's that Penelope Douglas book? Credence. That is a bunch of brothers.
Okay, so Penelope Douglas was born or lived in my hometown because,
oh, really?
Yeah, because when I was reading, what book was it? It could have been Bully. Yeah, I think it was Bully. I was reading Bully, and she was like naming things in the high school that I went to that only someone from my high school would know. Like the French teacher was the same French teacher I had, and I was like, okay. And she like named a Mexican restaurant that like I guess could be anywhere, but I was like, we have that Mexican restaurant in my hometown too. So I'm like, where is she from? So I was like Googling her, and like, yeah, she used to live or grew up in my hometown.
Interesting. How is she your age? I feel like she's kind of
She's
young.
older.
Oh.
I think she has like kids and stuff, but I guess people my age could have kids.
Yeah, you say that. I feel like I say that all the time. Like, yeah, they're married with kids. Like, I'm almost 25.
I do think she's older though. Yeah.
Cassie Cole. I feel like that sounds familiar. Interesting. Congratulations. We love a completed TBR.
Someone just said Credence is brothers and a father, so that's really up your alley.
Don't expose me. This sounds like your kind of thing.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just see many triggers and I'm like, probably.
I just saw warning and I was like, wait, that's Lainey's thing. Okay, Den of Vipers is a reverse harem. 4 guys, 2 brothers, and close friends. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what my least favorite book I read for Smutathon this time was, but I feel like I liked everything, which is so rare. I always have one book that I rate 1 star and then I just drag. Like, it.
Yeah,
like,
I
don't have that. Like, I feel like in the last couple hours, I just want to read something bad. But everything was good. I rated everything 4 or 5 stars.
Same. Okay,
yes.
So
wait, hold on. Right here. I need some of this wildest but sapphic. I agree. I say this all the time on my channel, but sapphics deserve crazy smut too. Okay, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I forget. Okay, back to alien smut. I should have brought this up when we were talking about it. But so I read this Dothraki in Space book for Smutathon.
Oh yeah, I was gonna add that to my TBR.
Well, I saw a review that said it's like the Dothraki in space, and since that sounded really good, I started listening to it, and it is like the Dothraki in space if the Dothraki had tails, like actual tails. But it's the same as like an alien smut book if anybody's looking for.
What was that title?
Okay, it was Captive of the Horde King by Zoe Danvers.
There's something about the word horde. I don't know. Something about it.
A good thing or a bad thing?
I'll tell you later.
I mean, but like something I wouldn't want to like say to like a regular person. Like, hey, I read this book called.
Here's the cover, everyone.
Yeah.
Captive of the Horde King. Zoe Draven, is that, it's probably just a coincidence, but is that a pen name for Grace Draven?
I don't know. I signed up for her newsletter because all she writes is alien smut. So I was like, I better keep tabs on this one so I can get some more in the future. Well, Riley and I have talked about this before. Like,
yeah. I feel like the Cruel Prince changed me for tales.
Yeah.
I'm all about a tale now.
Mm-hmm. And the Ruby Dixon ones have tales too.
Yeah. Because when I first read The Cruel Prince, I was like, I think we both were pretending the tale didn't exist. But then the second book changed the game.
I was like, oh. But I don't have a wing kink. I don't like wings.
I read this one paranormal romance. I forget what it was, but it was about angels. And they had wings, and it was like there was some sort of like dust on their wings that like made you horny. I was like, interesting. I don't know the science behind that, but cool.
See, that's what I like about like these alien smut books, that they like give this like uniqueness, I guess, to like foreplay and sex in books.
What's that thing called in Ice Planet Barbarian?
The spur. Okay, speaking of the spur, in Captive of the Horde King, they have something similar to a spur, but it vibrates.
Oh, wow. Good tail play. I feel like I know I've read a lot of books with tails, but now I'm forgetting what they are. Sapphic dinosaur tongue. Oh yeah, that reminds me, in his Beauty, the beast had a very interesting tongue.
I almost choked.
Yes, frantically adding things to Goodreads. This has literally been me all weekend. Stolen by an alien. Hold up.
Okay, hold on. I gotta save this book I already brought up before I can search about something else.
I'm curious for the chat, what is the craziest or weirdest romance that you've read? Because I want to take notes. Oh, the Stolen by an Alien book? Hold up. This cover?
Okay. Oh. That looks very Jurassic Park. So
dangerous. One wrong move and you're impaled.
Okay. Oh, it's only 99 cents. I'll just one click buy it right now. Oh, could also buy the Audible narration for $7. I'll buy the audiobook for now. I mean, I'll buy the ebook for now and see how I feel. Oh, this book just came up. That reminds me, someone else in one of their Smutathon TBR videos, and I mentioned this, was another alien smut book where the alien has two.
Oh yeah, I saved that too.
I saved that one too.
Let's see. I have read one book by Kay Webster and I didn't like it, but I want to read other stuff.
Which one did you read?
Bad.
Okay, I didn't read that one. She has, okay, so Kay Webster, I feel like is a hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
She has like really good books, and then she has books that are like not good. Because I read some of her not good books. But like, I'm trying to think. So she has like a stalker romance. I know we've talked about stalker obsession romances too that I liked.
Yeah.
I mean, her really, really crazy fucked up one with Kurduki, the pretty broken dolls or pretty stolen little girls.
Is that the one that you talk about a lot? That's like really messed up.
Yeah, it's really messed up. And the thing about that one is that the first two books are amazing. But then they just divert the plot so horribly in the third and fourth book that it just pisses me off so much. But yeah, that one's like really dirty too. Lots of gross stuff.
One that I think people recommend me this one a lot that's like Frozen, but a romance. Hold on, oh yeah, Cold Queen. Have you read this?
Is that by Kay Webster?
Yeah. It looks like this.
Yeah. I haven't read it, but I have to be like in a mood to read like a fairy tale romance.
Yeah.
Or fairy tale retelling romance.
Oh wait, didn't you tell me to read this? This is War Baby.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that series. Okay, I hate the title. Hate it. But the hero he's a germaphobe. And he's like really messed up and he doesn't like blood and he like accidentally buys a girl. He not realizing it's supposed to be like a captive situation. He just buys her. Yeah,
I just accidentally
he thought it was for like companionship and the girl is like, no dude, you like you bought me to like be a slave. And he's like, oh, I didn't mean to. But they like, so that since he doesn't want to touch her because he's like a germaphobe and he finds everything dirty, it's like they kind of get a relationship going without touch. So
wait, I feel like I remember something that you said about this book.
Yes, if you're thinking about a cucumber, yes. That is exactly what I'm talking about. But that's not with him. It's with someone else.
Okay.
That led her to being sold. So
I feel like that was the only thing that stuck in my mind about that book.
It was like the only thing that stuck in mind too. I was so uncomfortable.
All-time favorite adult romance fantasy. I really like Radiance by Grace Draven, which is another like monster romance.
I really liked Promise of Fire by Amanda Boucher, but that's
that was good too.
Yeah, like that's more of like a traditional, I feel like, romance or traditional published.
Because that one was good because they were literally like tied together with rope, like magical rope, and then they had to like go on a journey and like sleep outside. We love those sleeping outside romances.
Yep. And like she likes everybody else in their little party as they're traveling, but him. So it's like this really good like dynamic with everybody.
I need to finish that series. I only read the first book.
I'm pretty sure all of the audiobooks are on Scribd.
Introduction to Alien Smut was Grace Godwin's Interstellar Bride series.
Y'all are breaking my bank today.
I feel like I never realized how many alien romances there are.
I feel like there's more than I thought that there was, for sure.
Like there's so many. I found this one that's an alien romance motorcycle club. Let's just like throw all the tropes. Let's just mix them up.
This Grace Godwin series is like 21 books long.
Wow. Desperate Measures is a good audiobook. I haven't listened to any of those on audio yet.
Neither have I.
But I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like that's one of the reasons why I haven't finished that series yet, because sometimes I just only want to do audiobooks.
Yeah, same.
The Glue by Kay Webster. Did you read that?
No.
I'm going to need to look into Kay Webster's backlist more.
But you need to run them by me because I can tell you which ones are not good.
Okay. There's one that has a pretty cover. I don't remember what it's called. I think the title's in Spanish.
No, that's not good.
Okay.
That's the worst one I read of hers.
Okay. I will not read that one then.
I read that one for last Smutathon.
Newborn Baby for Christmas. I'm sure it was great. I'm gonna go no. Anything with like baby in the title or like any cover with a pregnant belly, just no.
Okay, speaking of that, so I'm reading Kay Webster's Alien Smut series, the Mad Lieutenant right now. The fourth one, I was looking at the covers and I'm like, why is this one just a pregnant person on the cover? So I got like really upset because I'm like, God damn it. But so I started reading what this one was about, and now I'm like kind of interested because like, so the thing that this aliens did is that they like IVF'd these females because they were afraid to wake them from Cairo sleep. Because they didn't want them to get sick or die. So this one actually took. So she ends up getting pregnant by one of the aliens through IVF or whatever alien version of IVF there is. And when she finds out who it is, he has a relationship with one of the other male aliens. So then I was like kind of interested in that one because I'm like, okay. Because like I kind of like that because all of like these alien smut books, like they're just male and females hooking up just to have kids. So I want to read someone that's gay, so I'm kind of interested in this. Like there was like 10 guys on this one in this one facility for all these years, and you're not telling me none of them hooked up with each other? It just seems unlikely. So I'm glad that two of them actually had a relationship, so I'm kind of interested in that one.
Yeah. Are all the books in Ice Planet Barbarian, is it all like a guy alien and then a girl human?
I don't know. I think the majority of them are, if that's the case. But I feel like I've seen covers where there's a girl blue alien. And I don't know what that is about.
Kinky hockey romances. I don't think I've read a single hockey romance.
Ever?
No, I honestly don't read sports romances ever either.
I don't even like sports, but like the hockey romances are where it's at.
Or wait, there's that one.
You never read any of the Al Kennedy books?
Yeah, I read the first one, The Deal. Is that hockey?
Yes.
It could literally be any sport. I would have no idea.
I think it's The Bet. That's the first one, right?
Well, whatever the first one is, I read that. But any of the sports romances I've read could literally be any sport, and I have no idea.
I don't like any sports romances but hockey. There's just something about the hockey culture that like I really, really love. So, but I would recommend The Boyfriend Bargain by Ilsa Madden Mills.
Does that have a blonde guy on the cover?
Yeah. Because that one's like really cute because like after they have sex, he just wants to like cuddle her and she's like, peace out and leaves.
Okay, yeah, it was The Deal. Thank you. I'm glad you guys know what I read better than I did. There was this one sports romance that I read. Can't tell you what it was. Can't tell you what the sport was. But I feel like in my video I said it was baseball, and then everyone in the comments was like, it's football. Same thing to me. Oh, T. Kay Webster liked your negative review. I don't know if I've ever had an author do that. I'm trying to think.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Let's see. The Grace Godwin series is not very plot heavy.
Are any of them though?
That's not a bad thing. Wait, I just saw. Oh, where was I? Jailmate is a decent alien series. when this stream is over, I'm gonna have to go back through this chat and like save all of these books.
I know. I'm like trying to like catch them as they come through.
I think I've read books by this author duo before, but I did not read Off the Ice. But they sound familiar. Okay, everyone in the chat is loving hockey romances.
It's because that's where the sports romances are at. That's the only ones worth reading. If that's a spicy hot take, I don't care.
But is it like, do you guys like the sports part, or is it just you
okay,
like?
Not a lot of them have the sports parts. It's
Okay.
just you'll see them go into practice in the chapter.
they're fade to black sports.
I mean, there's some with hockey scenes in it, but they're not that long because maybe they just know that we don't really care about the sport.
All right, I will have to look into it. I did like the Elle Kennedy book that I read.
She's a really solid choice for hockey romances. I like her spin-off series of that series that you read because I read all of the first series, the off-campus series. I only like 2 of them out of the 4. But her spin-off series, all of them have been like 5 stars for me.
Okay, maybe I'll just skip to the spin-off
Yeah,
series.
I would just skip to the spin-off series.
Because I like Elle Kennedy. But I've only really read that Outlaw series by her.
Which is really good.
Yeah, which is really good. And like nobody has read them.
I know, and I feel like we recommend them every time we do like a recommended video, and I still don't see anybody reading them.
I know, like guys, post-apocalyptic romance.
And like the first one I guess is a male female, but there's a threesome in the first one.
Yeah, because it's like everybody shares people.
Yeah.
Kind of.
The third one's the best one because the third one is like a solid male female romance, and it's so good.
Yeah. And then also just like the plot in those is really good too.
Yeah, I want to know more about some of the side characters.
Like the world building and the action. Yeah. It's so good.
Like if it was a show, I could see it as like a TV show, and I would watch that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be so good. But like her hockey series, I feel like has hundreds of thousands of reviews, and then this series has like 3,000.
Yeah, I honestly think the Outlaw series are my favorite Elle Kennedy books.
Yeah, same. And I feel like I read those before I got like super into adult romance.
Yeah.
Like I was still reading just like, I think I was still reading like college new adult every once in a while. And then I read that series and I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. Ammo Jones, that sounds familiar. I don't think I've read any of those. I had an author message me and replied detail by detail critiques on her book.
People are bold. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with a review.
I know. I never have either.
And I used to be vicious like 5 years ago.
You mean Miss Veronica Roth never came for you? Yeah, I've never had an author like say anything about one of my reviews. I said something about the sex scenes were a bit unrealistic for me, and she explained how it could happen. Yikes. That's a big no. Yes, the Outlaw series. I feel like she could write more books
She could. There was like one character that like was like a runner between different human settlements or something.
Yeah.
And she was so interesting to me, and I wanted a whole book on her.
I feel like the only reason it's just 3 books is because nobody was buying them.
And I don't get it. I should buy those physical books.
I have them.
You do. I only
Yeah.
have them on. I'm pretty sure at some point they were on Scribd. The audiobooks were. I don't know if that's still the case.
But I think that I've read a couple like post-apocalyptic dystopian romances since then, and none of them are as good as that series.
I was just about to start Beyond Shame today, and I saw someone, Susie brought it up just now in the chat. I want to read that series really badly because I know a lot of people like it, and a lot of people like the spin-off series too.
Yeah, I think I read the first book in the spin-off series, and I really liked it. But I haven't read like the original series yet. Why does this author's name sound familiar? Lucia Franco. I've never read her books. Oh, wait. Was this another banned author? I don't think it was this book, but I think they wrote a book that was banned.
What's the Hush Hush? Oh, I see it. I feel like I've seen this cover before. Oh, it's one of those. We're not going to tell you anything about what this book's about. Synopsis.
I hate that though. Like I get it because I know some people want to go into like darker romances not knowing anything, but I will literally read all of the reviews until somebody tells me what it's about.
Yeah, what I do is I'll go on like Goodreads and see how people shelve them so I can see what kind of tropes are in it. Because when I see that, I'm like, okay, I can kind of guess if I'm going to like this or not.
Yeah. Which, by the way, nobody does Goodreads shelves like romance readers do.
I know. They have it. They have all of them.
Yeah, it's like every trope you could ever imagine. A whole shelf, 100 books. Boom. Let's see.
I mean, I'll save this. Might as well. I have a dark romance wish list that I keep private because I'm always afraid somebody's gonna see that I'm a freak.
Like you have a like on Amazon or something?
Yeah, because I'm always afraid, like, because you can see some people's, the people that share them, and I'm like, not sharing this one.
I think I have a hidden wish list on Amazon too. That's like, it's just all smut in there. Am I the only one who on KU searches words used during acts to see if I want to read it? Words. I don't think I know what that means. Like you search in the book?
Or searching for words used during sex?
There's some authors who need to chill with the words they use. I never want to see the word nub. I don't want to see nub.
Or mushroom tip.
Or button.
Or love button.
Yes, okay. That was what I was thinking of. Balance.
Is that by the Lucia?
Yeah. Like, I think she had to rewrite it or something. Or, like, change something. I don't really remember. Okay. It was a gymnast and her coach. Interesting.
Mm.
I always wonder, like, because I feel like the books that I've seen get banned on Amazon, they're banned years after the book has been there. So I'm like, what, like, group went in? It's never a new book. It's always a book that's, like, been released for, like, 5-10 years.
It's like the same moms that are trying to, like, get 365 Days banned from Netflix. Like, it's not gonna work. Just let it exist the way it is.
Oh yeah, I need to read Wolf Song by T.J. Klune. It's weird because The House in the Cerulean Sea is my favorite book of this year, but I haven't read any of T.J. Klune's like romance books. I need to do that. And I think this one, somebody said that this is like, okay, I know we don't like Jacob from Twilight, but I think somebody said that this is like Jacob. And I don't know who else. Hold on. Bob is yelling my name.
I thought I just heard him in the background.
No, you did not.
I heard something like. Are you like behind closed doors, or are you just like out in the open?
I think I heard my stepdad yell my name, and then I heard my mom go shh.
This is one of the reasons why I haven't gone back to my parents' house yet. Because I'm like, I can't speak like this in front of them.
I was filming my Smutathon vlog in the living room, and like every 5 seconds, I was like, "Can they hear me?"
I think I'm going to get demonetized for my vlog, to be honest.
I've never been demonetized for a romance video ever.
I don't know, because the things I'm saying in this one, I'm like, I don't know if I can say that, but I've said it anyway.
Yes, Go Deep is so good. You need to read this. There's a scene, I won't say what happens, but they go to a restaurant. And anyone who's read it knows what I'm talking about. And it's a very good scene.
Is it Rizzy?
Rilzy, yeah.
Okay, gonna save that to our romance list. Or wait, honestly, if it's really smutty, it's got to go in that list.
I need to look up Jade West because there's another author who I always mix up with Jade West.
Is this the one she writes the vampire stuff?
I don't know.
Okay, no, I don't think it is. Because there's that one girl or that one author, and I think I'm thinking the same thing you are with like the gray cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't read Jade West, but she has a lot of books with the title Daddy.
Yeah, I just saw Call Me Daddy.
I see Call Me Daddy. I see Sugar Daddies. Bang Gang. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that.
There's dirty daddies.
I want to reread Your Dad Will Do. Like, I just want to reread it.
What's this next one that she has? It's like the best friend.
Dad's best friend.
Dad's best friend. That's right.
She just put it on her Patreon.
Yeah.
What does it take to get banned? I have no idea. I would assume it's just like a bunch of people reporting something on like Amazon or whatever. Are you going to read 365 DNI? They translated it to English and it's coming out in March. I feel like no.
Okay, I feel like it's almost something you have to read in the original language. I don't know.
Yeah. But also, I don't want to say how many times I've watched. It's so embarrassing.
My buddy watched it.
I know. But I've watched it several
I'm going to
times.
be honest. I watched it like a couple weeks ago to fall asleep. I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while. Let me watch this again.
But okay, what's the Killing Sarai movie called? Because it's not called Killing Sarai. Because that one was better.
It's Spanish. It's like I'm gonna butcher it if I even say it because I can't speak Spanish.
But for everyone who watched 365 Days, you should look up the Killing Sarai movie. It is in Spanish, but you can watch the subtitles, and it was really good.
Yeah. It was really good. And it followed, I mean, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but it followed the book like 95%. So.
Yeah, like it was exactly like they literally just took the book, put it on a script.
Yep. And filmed it.
Okay,
It's on
everyone heard.
It's called N Brazo's Deal. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna put it in the chat. But it's on Amazon because it was like $8 to buy, so I'm like, okay.
I bought it too.
And that one comes with like subtitles like on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you don't get to choose, it's just subtitles.
I think so, yeah. What was that other movie? See, okay, one of the reasons why I liked that movie so much is because we watched so many of these like thriller romance movies that don't end the way they should.
Wait, ones that we watched that.
Because there was that one.
Like, Buddy watched?
Yeah, there was that one.
Well, we watched Miss Bala.
Yeah.
Bala, but that didn't end the way we wanted it to.
I know. And there's like not enough of these like romance movies that are actually steamy. Yeah, someone just brought up Passion Flicks. I've watched everything on Passion Flicks, and like it's just the writing, the acting, it's not there. Yeah, this is the title of the Killing Sarai movie.
But it's really good. Because for people who have read it, remember that last scene? Because I was like, I didn't know how they were going to film that, and they filmed it like it was written when they like go to that party at the end.
Yeah, it was literally like word for word the book.
Yeah,
they did a really good job translating it to the screen. I have not read anything from Alexa Riley.
I haven't either.
I feel like when I first heard about them was when all their stuff was taken off Amazon.
Oh yeah, wasn't they like they were stacking pages or something in Kindle Unlimited to like make more money?
So I don't really understand that.
I don't understand it either.
Like I remember reading an article about it and I was like, I need someone to explain this to me like at 5. I don't understand. Oh yeah, I saw Lacey's review of 365 and I was like, I'm gonna pass on the book.
I didn't think the translation would be good, but the movie was really good.
Good. Okay, but what was it? The actor's a little sus on IG lately.
Remember that thing I screenshotted you guys? I don't even know if we could like repeat it.
Okay, but he posted on his story, like, so he did a Q&A and somebody asked him like, what is his dream role to play? And he was like, someone with a mental disability.
Someone with a mental delay, and I'm like, you can't say that.
So I don't know. The way that he said it was so like it really must be offensive. Like a language. It has to have been a language thing, but like
yeah.
The way he said it was bad.
It was not good. Asking to get canceled.
But yeah, back to Passion Flicks. I don't think I've watched the most recent one, but Gabriel's Inferno, that they split like the first book up into like 5 movies, or I don't know how many movies, but so like a lot of movies.
Because you said that you watched some of it, so I was like, let me see what's going on here. And like people are saying that like each book is going to be 5 movies or something, and I'm like, what does that mean? I don't understand.
You can tell that they took it like one book and stretched it because it's so slow. Like so slow. And like they'll pause talking for 30 seconds where it's just like they're not talking.
I watched the trailer because I'm like, maybe I should get Passion Flicks just so that like I can watch romances. I don't know. But then that trailer is just the acting looked bad.
I watched the first 2, and that was when I had to I downloaded like this program onto my computer to watch stuff faster, because I was like, I gotta turn this up to 2 speed. They're going too slow. Let's see. Are there more movies? I don't know. I've been checking a lot
I
to
think
see if
COVID has paused
yeah,
a lot of
because
stuff.
it took them so long to get the first one out.
Mhm.
Like, it was a couple years after they said they
Filmed
filmed it.
Yeah. Because we followed like the Instagram account for a while, and everything was
Yeah.
like moving and lots of
And
updates, and then it was like nothing.
yeah, they had posted like pictures from like set and stuff, so they had filmed it, but then it took like 2 more years to release it.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Are you excited about the Bridgerton series? I am, because I heard it's steamy, which I'm excited for. I haven't read the books, but I love a good historical Regency film. Although it's a show. But
It kind of reminded me, in a way, some of the vibes of Harlots.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm excited about this.
Oh man, now I'm sad about Harlots.
Yep, that's like the one show I have rage quit.
I haven't watched it since then, and I literally don't recommend it anymore. I used to like, if people would ask me for a show, I would say watch Harlots. I will like do not recommend it anymore.
Same.
Like, what were they thinking?
They ruined it in one episode. Like, that's how you ruin a show, in one episode.
Yeah. I remember I watched it after you, and you like you told me I didn't know what happened, but you were like waiting for my reaction. I was in shock for like a full hour.
I know. And then I'm like, I'm really not going to watch the show anymore, am I? And then I've never went back to it.
Yeah. But I'm excited for the Bridgerton show. The trailer looked really good.
Yeah, it looks really fun too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're filming the Hating Game movie. Here's the thing.
Is Lucy Hale in that one?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like Lucy Hale.
But Hollywood is really trying to make us like her, I swear.
Yeah. She infiltrated all of my horror movies.
Yeah.
Now
Bloom's house is like, let's put her in everything we have coming up.
Like, I don't dislike her. I just I don't know. I'm also not the guy, what's his name? It was one of the like Amal guys, not Steven, or maybe
Robbie.
Robbie, yeah.
I don't think okay, so I recently watched The Duff not too long ago for the first time, and I didn't see the attraction of him. But I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. He looks like way older than a high school student in that movie. So maybe that was why.
I feel like I just totally pictured the guy in the Hating Game as Henry Cavill, and I will accept nothing less. But like, Henry Cavill would never.
Someone says they recasted him.
They did? Oh my god, hold up. Oh, this guy. What has he been in? Wait. I've seen him in something. Austin Stowell. What is he from? Oh, well, he was in a really bad Lucy Hale movie that I watched, Fantasy Island.
Oh, I've seen that too.
But I've seen him in something else. I don't remember.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, I think I like him better.
He's in Whiplash. I don't know if maybe that's...
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I like that better.
He's 35.
The Duff guy is a ripoff of Tom Cruise? I don't know if I see that. Are the Bridgerton books good? I have not read them, but I know that there is like a read-along going on for the series right now.
Oh, he was also in The Secret Life of an American Teenager.
Wait, what?
I feel like when like you like, that guy looks familiar. It's probably because he was like in The Secret Life of an American Teenager.
Or like some CW show.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he totally looks like, you know what he looks like? He looks like some like random person on the Vampire Diaries who only had a 1-episode arc.
Yeah, like he's like the lackey of
Yeah.
like Klaus or something in the background for an episode.
That's like the vibe he gives me. Yeah. Henry Cavill was the best fan cast for that. Okay, good. So it's not just
Remember that other horror movie we watched with her in it? What was it called?
Oh, the one where they went to a temple and like messed with ancient artifacts.
Mixed with the spirits.
You don't mess with spirits.
What was that one? Truth or Dare? Yes. Someone just said that.
Truth or Dare. They got what was coming to them. You do not go to temples and mess with the spirits. Okay.
I mean, it's a major spoiler.
Yeah, it's a really, really big spoiler.
But the first 2 seasons are just so good.
I don't even know how to explain what happened without completely spoiling. Okay, I would say if you're gonna watch it, the first 2 seasons are great.
Mm-hmm.
A couple episodes into season 3, nope.
Yeah. And they like set it all up because they got like Theon to be in the 3rd season, and like we really were digging his character, and then
I'm gonna get upset. Like I haven't been that upset about a show in a long time.
Yeah. It is a Hulu original though, so
I've seen this on Instagram, this book. The Naughty List.
Okay, is that the one where like the little graphic that the author posted was like the Santa fucks? And I was like,
I think so, yeah. Did we finish this show?
We did not.
Because I know we watched like most of season 1, but I do not think, did we watch the last episode? I feel like we did.
I don't think we watched the last 2 episodes. We were like, this is boring. So we quit.
There was just a lot going on.
Well, you guys really didn't like the astronaut guy. I forget his name.
Yeah.
The one that had the big chest, because he was always moaning about the moon.
The moon. The Naughty List is Hot Santa. Okay.
Like, is it actual Santa, or is it like a mall Santa, or?
I think it's actual Santa.
Actual Santa?
Single and ready to jingle. There's this other Santa romance that I found called
the Krampus one.
Well, that one too.
Paddled by Krampus.
But then there's one called Stuffed, I think. Hold on, I have a list right here of a bunch of Christmas romances. Jingle My Balls.
Okay, stop. Are you serious?
Jingle My Balls.
I'm like afraid to type this one in. Oh, that's Jenica Snow. Weren't we talking about her earlier?
Oh, that's Jenica Snow?
And a co-writer, Jordan Marie.
Interesting. But yeah, and then Paddled by Krampus. And then there was another Krampus one that was like Krampus, Christmas, and Aliens all wrapped up into one. Let me find that. I made a shelf on Goodreads.
Okay, there's another book in that series from the Jingle My Balls called Ride, called Ride My Beard.
Not the beard.
Ride My Beard.
Oh yeah, Stuffed is by it's Kay Sterling, not Kay Webster. Or are they the same people? I don't know. Krampus and the Crone by Holly Phillips is a Krampus horned alien warrior holiday romance.
They stuffed all of those in one.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I need to look up Ride My Beard.
There's also like a lot of other ones, but those two were the funniest titles in my opinion.
Ride My okay. Ew. Okay, I hate titles that have something to do with seed. Planting my seed. No, thank you.
Okay, but the bought and paid for book, that looks like an attractive older man on the cover.
Yeah. Yes, I literally just pulled that one up. Sticky
fingers. That makes me feel gross.
Like, okay, I'm gonna have to look into all of that later.
I'm just gonna leave it up in a tab.
Krampus and the Crone, yes. Alien, Krampus, holiday romance. These names have to stop.
That's a talent, though. I can't hate because that's clever.
I know. Okay, good to know. Krampus and the Crone was good.
Yeah, you probably would like a Krampus one because, like, that's a beast, basically.
Yeah, I want to read the Paddled one, Paddled by Krampus, because Katie Robert recommended that. Or she was reading it. I don't know if she recommended it. Yeah, it's definitely like a talent to come up with these names.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just like, that just makes me think like, ever since COVID, I'm just like, okay, let's like wash our hands, you know.
There's a series that came up underneath that one, and the first one's called Lumberjack. It's by Jenica Snow. I am interested.
There was another lumberjack romance that I saw recently, which I don't know that I've ever read. Have I read a lumberjack romance?
Oh, there's also one called Blacksmith, and the cover looks like a blacksmith. Interesting.
Very interesting. Okay.
See, and then it gets ruined by one that's called like Baby Maker. No thanks.
I feel like all those series have at least one, which I get that some people really like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's
like there's an audience for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some people think my beast monster romances are
like, but watch, in like 5 years, that's all they're gonna be reading are like these really messed up monster books.
Yeah. I'm like, a baby? Ew. Beast monster stuff? Yeah. Okay.
Because I feel like the first book that I read that was like kind of like outside the norm was Transcendence.
Yeah.
And like that book, if people don't know, is like a caveman romance, caveman time travel romance. Was like so different enough where I was like, I want to find more books like that. Kind of, I guess, that are different kind of romances.
I think I just love the protector aspect where they're like, this woman is my goddess. I must protect her. I must take her to my cave.
I gotta like find food for her. I gotta do everything for her. I mean, not a bad gig.
Which it's weird because if some like rando man came up to me and said that, I would pepper spray him so fast. Not my mom walking in. Okay. I saw somebody looking for winter romances. If you want something that's like a little longer, A Nordic King by Karina Halley takes place in the winter, and it's a royalty age gap nanny romance. Have you read that one?
No, that's the only one I haven't read yet.
It's the best one.
I read the first two, but I haven't read that one yet.
Yes, okay. It is the Will Turner Pirates of the Caribbean thing.
Yes. But the cover looks a little bit more Industrial Revolution era, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like I've been looking for a pirate romance book that gives me the Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, and I still haven't found one that's like on the same level.
Oh, the Beverly Jenkins one?
It is pirate, but they go on land. Okay. Like they don't stay on the ship. Because the girl's the pirate.
I don't think I've read any. I mean, I've read the modern pirates ones that were been a while. But
there's that one. I was gonna read it, Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. That everyone says is really good.
I saved that one.
And you mentioned dark. Like, I think it's a dark romance, but it's like pirates. I don't know. It sounds good.
Yeah, I need something like Black Sails in book form.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I need to finish watching that show.
Yeah, we have so much we need to finish watching.
I know.
We've been watching the Vampire Diaries together for like 4 years.
Longer than that. We're only halfway through. And it's like we didn't even get to the storylines that we were really excited about.
I know. We were like 2 or 3 episodes away from like Caroline and Klaus.
I know.
Together.
We love a monster himbo, yes.
See ya, Brewer. Oh yeah, I saved this one. I remember this cover.
I think once a month you two should just stream yourselves looking for new smut. Yeah, I need more pirate romances. Sea of Ruin. I had Sea of Ruin on one of my TBRs and then I didn't get to it, which I'm like really disappointed by because it sounds so good. That's okay. Listen, Transcendence, not for everybody.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. That's valid. Love triangle between a female pirate captain, her pirate husband, and a pirate hunter.
Spicy.
Sex clubs just hit different. I don't know the context of this, but yes.
I think the best sex club romances I read were the Wicked Villain series.
Yeah.
That sex club seemed bomb. Mm-hmm. They do go to a sex club in the Dirty Kisses by Kenya Wright.
Oh, really?
That one was cool.
I'll tell you right now, neither of us are Team Damon.
Nothing all the way. We wouldn't be friends. We would not be friends.
We are two of the biggest anti-Damon people. Sorry to all the Damon fans.
Yep.
The Pirate's Booty by Alex Westmore is a sapphic pirate smut. Okay. We'll add it to my TBR. If you like vampires and steampunk, the London Steampunk series by Beck McAllister.
You know, after I read Sacrifice by Katie Robert this weekend, I wanted to read so much vampire smut.
Yeah.
Because that was like so good. And I wanted more of that. You've never met a Team Steph. How? I've never met a Team Steph in person before.
I'm just not going to say anything because otherwise I'm going to go off on my anti-Damon rant and we'll be here for another hour. I'm very passionate about this.
Yeah, because we wouldn't even have made it like one season together if one of us was not Team Stefan.
We would have rage quit.
Like, for like the safety of our friendship, we just cannot talk about the Vampire Diaries.
But that's like Hunger Games. We like with Kenya.
That's true.
We can't talk about that.
Yeah, we can't, because Kenya, who's like the other, she's in the chat. She's a mod. She loves Gale for some reason, but but Riley and I are like so Team PETA that we haven't really been able to buddy watch the Hunger Games as often.
Did we ever watch the last one? I think we had to quit because we kept arguing about it.
I think Kenya was like, I can't watch it with you guys.
Okay, yes, Klaus is the best.
Oh, for sure.
Something similar to Veronica Speedwell, read The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. It has like the same vibes. Wait, people actually like Gale?
Apparently, we're friends with one of them.
We're friends with a Gale stan.
But we've told her, we're like, you don't like Gale, you like Liam Hemsworth. So you gotta separate the two.
Yeah, because I like Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, I did too, cool. But Gale is trash.
Okay, I have to go back up because my eyes glazed past everyone saying they like Damon. Like, I don't see it. Did you read a book with the trope of a bad girl, good boy? If you like historical romance, there's one called The Rakess by Scarlett Peckham. And it's like the girl is a hoe. I don't know how else to say that. She's adventurous. And then she meets this guy who's like this innocent, really sweet dad with 2 little kids. And it's good. Do you have any recs for that?
I mean, my best bad girl romance, it's not so much a good boy, he's kind of a bad boy too, is Pretty Reckless by LJ Shen. Oh, I love that main girl character so much because she was like a Catherine from the Vampire Diaries.
I had that on my Smutathon TBR, but I didn't get to it.
Yeah. I liked that one.
Blinded by the Liam Hemsworthness. Lainey, you finished this. I only watched season 1 and then half of season 2. I need to get back into it.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. It's my favorite historical drama for sure. Oh, wait, Jess just said that there's LJ Shen is super messy. I want the tea. What's going on?
I have not heard about this. Is this a new thing? I have like barely been on the internet today.
Yeah, I also don't see a lot of like romance drama unless I'm looking for it. I wonder what the drama is.
So many authors saying she's a bully.
Copies cover. Oh, I did see a tweet about the copies covers thing over the weekend. I did see that, and it did look suspiciously the same as some of those other covers.
Okay, Willow Winters is sharing. What covers?
Well, there's like, is it a rebrand of the Boston Bells or something, where the covers are literally the selection covers?
Oh, I've seen those.
Who? I think Bia, she retweeted it. I'll share it with you because that's how I saw it on my feed. Interesting about stealing plots. Okay, got to do Willow Winter. I haven't read a Willow Winters book either. Have you? But I always see her around.
I have a lot on my Kindle because they're like free a lot of the time, and I one-click them.
If anybody has read Willow Winters, what book would you recommend to read first? Because she has so many.
Oh, wow. I'm going to need to look at her story later because it's just a lot of like text message screenshots.
Oh, that's the tea that I like.
I love when things get messy.
I know. My Libra heart is beating right now. Okay, I'm going to send you something in our chat. That's what the cover thing that I saw.
Yeah, I mean, the covers, like, I know that covers a lot of times, like, especially in romance, people even use the same stock photo. But, like, the covers are even the same colors. You couldn't have picked a different color? Yes, you can read a 2-hour audio. Interesting. I know what I'm doing after this stream. Okay, wait, back to the Vampire Diaries, Elijah. So I've been watching the originals for the first time. And I think I like Elijah more than Klaus now.
Really?
Yeah, I was always kind of like, I liked both of them, but Klaus is like Klaus. But on the originals, like, oh my God, when he is just in his suit.
Okay, this shows that we're growing up because, like, of course we like the bad boy when we were younger, but then we want to see someone who's like husbandable and just like really nice. And Elijah is perfect wifey material. So
yeah,
because Klaus is not wifey material.
Listen, Klaus is like a good time, but Elijah is like a forever man.
Yeah, like he's a long-term dude.
Jess, if you can DM this to me, I would like to read it.
How long ago did Willow Winters put up those stories? Because those are only available for 24 hours.
My boyfriend and I watched all Vampire Diaries this year, and every time Elijah came on screen, he got interested.
He has a good
presence. I think that his introduction into the show was one of the best. Like the very first time you meet him, I think is when
he like throw stuff and break the glass. Is that what it was?
Yes, and then later that episode, he rips out 2 people's hearts at the same time, just like bam.
I loved all of like the Michelsons. They were all.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what's the one that died right away?
Who cares?
Finn?
Who cares?
He wasn't very attractive, but all the other ones are attractive.
Yeah. And Cole is on the originals a lot more than he was on the Vampire Diaries. When he rips out Hart in a suit, yes. This is what gets me. He's elegant and controlled, then goes savage. Yep. You really need to watch the originals, especially because how much Rebecca is in it.
I know, I love Rebecca, my petty queen.
Ooh, did you like Credence? I want to read it, but I feel like everyone has a very strong, very different opinion. Which I feel like is how it goes with all of Penelope Douglas. It's like people either love it or hate it.
Yeah, I feel that way too about her. Although I think all the books I've read of hers, I've liked.
I want the chat to guess.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
Because we both have the same team.
Yeah. What do y'all think? You're not wrong.
We do.
I'm glad y'all know us.
Mm-hmm. That was like the first couple I shipped.
Yeah.
When I was 11 years old. So
yeah.
That set me up for all of my problematic toxic ships that I love today.
I think I was like 9 when I watched that show.
I started with season 6, if anybody watched season 6. Because this was back when there was no streaming services or like TiVo. I just jumped in and started watching season 6, and that season is like dark.
But I feel like also a lot of the shows that I watched when I was younger, I don't still ship the same people like when I've rewatched them, except for Buffy.
Yeah, Buffy is always like, I mean, I do like Angel. Spike. I like Angel, but it's just Spike is just such a better character.
I'm hyped for her new Sapphic book. Who? Penelope Douglas? Is that what we were talking about? If so, I did not know she had a Sapphic book. Okay, I agree with this. Angelus, better than Angel.
Yeah. Because we like pain, obviously. So, of course, we would like Angelus.
Okay. I did not know that. Oh my god, don't even get me on a rant about Dean. I'm not talking about it. I hate him.
I never watched Gilmore Girls.
I feel very, very strongly about the Gilmore Girls men. And I feel like everyone has a different opinion. But for anyone wondering, I am Team Jess. Actually, I'm Team Luke, if we're really going to go there. But
of course you are.
We're really going to go there.
I didn't watch it, but I know all their names.
We're really going to go there. I'm Team Luke, but Jess. Yeah, I don't like Rory. She didn't deserve any of them, honestly. Even the trash ones.
Tea.
But yeah, Dean was the worst. Which made because I watched Supernatural like right when he left the show, like when he left Gilmore Girls to go to Supernatural, Jared Padalecki, and it took me a long time to like him on Supernatural because I was like, I just hate Dean. Did you watch Supernatural?
I mean, out of the 19 seasons, whatever that there are, I did watch it a lot in the beginning, but then once I went to college, I just stopped watching it. It was just hard to keep up with, and I haven't kept up since.
I think I watched like 8 seasons.
I feel like I watched 5 or 6, something like that.
Which opposite, I was a Dean girl on Supernatural.
I don't know what I was. I mean, I liked both of them. I thought they were both attractive.
Yeah, they are very attractive.
But I did see like when the internet exploded on Twitter when Supernatural ended.
I think my favorite thing ever is when something goes down in a fandom that I am not a part of at all.
But I
And
know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So like that, and then stuff from The 100. Like,
Yeah.
I really love The 100, but I don't do the fandom stuff in there.
Yeah, I feel like the last show I really did like fandom stuff like online with was the Vampire Diaries when that was airing.
Yeah,
And
same.
now I just keep all my ships, all my fandom feelings in the group chats.
Fandoms are kind of scary these days. It's intense.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Gilmore Girls revival was bad. I'm just like, I'm so sorry to Supernatural fans.
Yeah, you guys.
Diehard fans who went through all those episodes. I'm
Yep.
so sorry.
And then got that.
Yes, the first 5 seasons were really good. I heard someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that this was supposed to be like the original arc, and then it was supposed to end, but then they decided to keep it going. I don't think any show should have 19 seasons. Someone call up Miss Shonda Rhimes. Tell her Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I remember that.
Not Johnson. That was like really wild book Twitter drama, though.
That was a wild day on book Twitter.
Like, very interesting. Enzo or Kai? I don't think Lainey. Did you watch up to them?
No.
I really like Kai. I don't know if that's like a popular opinion. I don't know. I like both of them though. Although I know you don't understand this, but Enzo, the character is British, but I just recently found out that the actor is American, and I was shocked because his accent sounds like very natural. Listen, I love Grey's Anatomy. I love it. I've been watching it since season 1. I'm still on this ride, okay? But maybe time's up. In what order do you watch? Yeah, you watch Vampire Diaries first, and then at some point, I think it's like season 4 or 5, is when the original starts. And I think on the Vampire Diaries, it does like a pilot episode into the originals. I have read Game of Thrones like a long time ago. Yes, okay. I'm glad people like Kai. He is unhinged in the best way.
I probably would like him.
Yes, like he is psychotic and unhinged, but like, yeah, very good. Look, that's fair because I do not think that Kit and Emilia Clarke had any chemistry at all.
It was a no.
I've only watched up to season 2 of the originals, but so far I really like it. I don't know if I like it better than the Vampire Diaries, but it's good. I have never gotten into this world.
The TMI.
The mortal instruments.
Neither have I.
Never done it, never will. There's just too many. Yes, we both just watched this.
I think it's my favorite Netflix original. But that...
Yeah, it is really... I did not expect it to be like that.
I didn't either, but I didn't mind it.
I did have to quickly Google all the actors' ages because I was like, I feel uncomfortable. I have not watched Legacies, although, what's his name? Thomas something?
Oh, McDonald or something?
Yeah, I saw that he's on it, and I like him. So one day I will watch this. Yeah, I agree with this. The originals is definitely more about the family. Yeah, I didn't know that until this, like when we were rewatching it and I was looking him up and then I saw that they were married. And I think they met on the show. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that Thomas guy's in this too, the new Gossip Girl. Right?
Yes. I mean, I'm not pumped for the new Gossip Girl, but I'll watch it. Like,
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I could get into it.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure, like, but I'm not like waited with bated breath when it's coming out. I'll just, whenever it comes out, I'll spend a weekend and probably watch it.
I do. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
I am a Ben Barnes stan, and I will turn into a Ben Barnes stan account when this show comes out. Archer. I don't think I know what that is. Yeah, I'm hoping that because it's on HBO, it's going to be like, they're going to take it a lot farther than the CW did. Okay. I'm going to look up what this is. Oh, wait a minute. That looks interesting. Okay. You've intrigued me.
I have so many tabs open right now of things I need to
I know.
investigate.
my whole window right now is just like insane.
Is it on Prime? Watch
It looks
now
like
with
it.
a premium subscription.
The actress
Oh,
looks
no.
familiar.
Watch with Eros now. Start your 7-day free trial. Well, we've done that before where we've ordered something just to watch something. Oh, Priyanka Chopra's in it.
Mm. Yeah, they got divorced. Honestly, like so many people in that show dated.
Yeah.
like the web of the Vampire Diaries actors who have dated is crazy. It's 300 on steroids with amazing storytelling. Okay. Yeah, like I just want to know what was going on. behind the scenes.
Okay, so I've thought about like this in the past. Like if I was on like a teen show, I would be falling in love every time I was in another romantic relationship on the show. I like can't control myself. I can't not catch feelings.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it got canceled. I never started that.
Neither did I. Oh, I tried watching the first episode and I didn't like it, so.
Wait a minute. What?
Okay, I told you that. I said that they were dating.
I don't remember that.
Because I said that, I'm like, that's kind of random. But that was like over the summer. So if they're still dating, it's.
That's really
I don't
random.
know.
Okay, I think we're going to go another couple of minutes. So if anyone has some last minute questions or things that they want to talk about, you can put them into the chat. But are you going to read anything else tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to try to finish the 2 books I'm reading. But I also kind of want to start Beyond Shame while I'm playing some phone games.
Yeah.
Because now I really want to read like a good post-apocalyptic.
The game that I play when I listen to audiobooks, I'm up to like level 4,000. Okay. Favorite romance of the year? Off the top of my head, I'm gonna go The Initiation just because I just read that.
Let me get my reading list out.
I don't know how I'm gonna make my favorite romance book video because I've read so many.
I would say probably Violent Delights by Jessica Hawkins.
Oh yeah, that one was good too.
Yeah. Kind of forgot about that until I was looking at this list.
I need to finish that series. I only read book 1.
I read the first 2 and I didn't read the 3rd one.
They're still dating. They posted Thanksgiving photos. Interesting. Good for her. Yes, get back into it. There's a point how far into do you think it was? Like over 50%.
Yeah, it's over.
Where it just like changes.
Yeah.
It's like it's one thing and then it's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to think like at what point, because you always feel like something's about to happen because of the synopsis, but you just don't know what it is until I feel like her sister mentions it.
Yeah.
Right? Her sister's like, hey, FYI.
Well, because like the whole plot is like that there's this mysterious initiation with the board, like the board of this company, but you don't know what it is until it happens.
And then it sets it up for the whole rest of the series.
Yeah.
The ending does. It's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, Your Dad Will Do is definitely going to pop up on my list. Did I read that this year? Was that this year?
Didn't we read that for the weekend Smutathon in April?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This year is like favorite enemies to lovers romance. I'm trying to think. Violet Delights.
Yeah, that's enemies to lovers.
But like they're still enemies. So I don't know if it's enemies to lovers. At least to where I read they were still enemies.
Yeah.
That's by Jessica Hawkins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That had to have been awkward. Because they were still like, I don't know how actors do that when they're dating somebody and then their characters are dating, but then they break up in real life and their characters are still dating. I could never.
It would be awkward, I feel like.
That's like on One Tree Hill. when
yes,
Michael Murray and Sophia Bush got divorced.
Yeah.
But then they were still dating.
Divorced.
Oh.
I honestly think Brucus would have been Endgame if that divorce didn't happen. And that's why they were like, let's just put Peyton and Lucas together for the rest of the show.
But I'm glad because Brooke deserved better.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And she got better.
Yeah.
Because Julian and Nathan are top tier characters.
Lead by Kylie Scott. Grumpy, secretly sweet rock star. Okay. Yeah, he did her wrong.
He did.
Except I don't love him.
It wasn't the rumor. The rumor was that he cheated on her with Paris Hilton, during the House of Wax filming. Just messy.
Yeah, Sophia Bush is a goddess. Okay, so we've been on here for over 2 hours. I think that's where we are going to end the live show, but thank you everyone for coming and chatting with us. And for those of you that participated in Smutathon, thank you. I have loved seeing what everyone is reading. So yeah, thank you guys and bye. Do you want to say anything?
No, it's just like,
okay, bye.
wrap that up quick.